Though Georgia's region in the United States is the Southeast, Georgia is also divided into 5 regions of its own. Each of these regions has a different climate, makes a different economic contribution to the state. So we're going to talk about each of them. And the first one we're going to talk about is the Appalachian Plateau. Now, it is in the north of Georgia, along with the Valley of Ridge and the Blue Ridge regions. It is the smallest region of the state. It's in that northwestern corner of the state, and it includes Lookout Mountain. Now, because it's on a mountain, it's not well suited for farming, and instead, it relies on mining coal and iron as well as tourism for its economic contributions to the state. Because it's high in the mountains, summer temperatures are around 70 degrees, while winter temperatures are in the low 30s or even lower. And staying in those mountains, we're going to move over to the opposite side of Georgia, the Blue Ridge Mountain region. And this region, like the Appalachian Plateau, contributes to the economy through mining and tourism predominantly. There's limited farming, mostly apples and grapes. And in terms of tourism, the Blue Ridge region boasts some of the most beautiful places in Georgia, including Georgia's highest point, Brastout Bald, and the tallest waterfall east of the Mississippi River, Amicalola Falls. Because this region has such a high elevation, it receives the most rainfall in Georgia, and it also has a cooler climate, making it a favorite among tourists. The final of our 3 northern regions in the state is the Valley and Ridge region. And this region lies between the Appalachian Plateau and the Blue Ridge regions. And while it has high elevations in some places, it also has lower lying valleys between those higher mountainous regions. Overall, its elevation ranges from 700 feet to 1,600 feet. And in each case, the economic contributions, rainfall, and climate depend on the elevation at which you are in this region. In the low-lying valleys, that soil's rich, and it allows farmers to grow corn, soybeans, wheat, cotton, and apples. Cattle can also be raised in those valleys. And then on the mountainous regions, the higher up, the economy again, it centers on mining, as in the 2 mountainous regions I've already mentioned, the Appalachian Plateau and those Blue Ridge Mountains. Now, next, after we move out of the north, we have Georgia's most populated region, the region you live in if you live in Douglas County, and that is the Piedmont region. It's the second largest region in Georgia, making up 30% of the state's land area, but nearly 50% of Georgia's population lives in this region. The region includes some of the biggest cities in the state: Atlanta, Athens, Macon, Columbus, and Augusta. And within these cities, Georgia has many Fortune 500 companies and completes the bulk of its industrial activities. Outside these major cities, the region also produces the second largest share of the state's agricultural products in the non-urban areas. The Piedmont region is central to Georgia's corn, peaches, wheat, soybeans, cattle, and poultry harvests. Because of its location in the state, the Piedmont boasts 2 distinguishing characteristics. It features soil rich in red clay, and it boasts large rock formations, making it the leading producer of both granite and marble in the region. Because it is in the middle of Georgia, its summer temperatures range from the upper 80s to the upper 90s, and its winter temperatures range from the 50s to all the way into the low 30s or even a little bit lower occasionally. This region receives heavy rainfall, which can lead to occasional snowfall. But finally, we have Georgia's largest region in total land area, and that is the coastal plains. Now, the coastal plains covers roughly 60% of the entire state. It runs from the fall line, which we'll talk about later, all the way to Georgia's southern border with Florida. The coastal region is best known for its fertile farmlands where peanuts, onions, pecans, corn, and other agricultural products are grown. In addition, this region has 100 miles of coastline, making its southern portion a major tourist attraction as it includes Georgia's barrier islands. In this region, because it is closer to the equator, summers tend to be long and hot, but winters, they're much milder than in the rest of the state. In total, these 5 regions divide the state, and they help define its climate, economic contributions, history, and the current way of life for the people who live in each and every one of them.